Welcome to PFreakAdvance everybody and new Pokemon region that is Gen 9 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has just come out, and by just come out I mean weeks ago, and the game is kind of questionable right now. So let's talk about it. Now the first thing that we have to go into Scarlet and Violet is that the games, the logos, Scarlet logo looks really good and the Violet logo it looks like really bad. The text that was used, I don't know why they changed it. In most of the other games they like the same like text, but in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet it's a little bit different. And Pokemon had trademarked Pokemon Scarlet and Violet like a long time ago, and they had time, I think they had time to make logo for Violet too, but I don't know why they are changing the logos with Violet. Now Game Freak is kind of the opinion that they could not make like double versions with Legends Arceus, and because of that I think they're trying to do like a very distinct world in Pokemon Violet and in Pokemon different gym, or they're gonna be like only the fundamental things different like Pokemons and stuff like that. I'm not sure if initially they were gyms different, but there could be gyms over here too different. They could be like all the gyms different, or they could be one or two gyms different. So there's a lot of differences in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and yeah, that's the more important thing of it. In the Pokemon's official website, it's told that various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You will be able to see the Pokemon of the region in the skies, in the seas, in the forest, on the streets all over. You'll be able to experience the true joy of the Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them. Now in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy. Now these are some important things in dialogue or text that we have to keep in mind. That is, first one is with no borders. I don't understand what that means. So one thing that I could take that with it is that this is not going to be like BDSP. It's going to be complete control. You're going to have controls like everywhere. Like in Sword and Shield you could not put your camera up and down like everywhere, but here it's like the Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor where you can put your camera all around, and I think that's what the meaning of no with no borders. But they're telling like various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. So does this mean that the no borders apply to the wilderness or to the towns too? And that's something that we have to think about. But I think there's going to be like all around movement. The second thing is that on the streets all over, now you could see Swablu and other type of Pokemon on like the towns and stuff, and I'm kind of curious about it is that are we gonna be having Pokemon like we had in Pokemon just Arceus, where you could just give it to people, or will people have it with them? Or is it gonna be like Sword and Shield where only one or two people have it and rest all of people are like empty handed or something like that? So it could be, well, I think it would be better if there are Pokemon more in the towns and cities, because it would give us like a more like advanced modern feeling. Because if there are Pokemon in the wilderness, it just feels as if Pokemon have been there and they are not being introduced to the people in the modern world. But while there are Pokemon in the modern world like all around, it's much more appealing to see. Now then, there's another world called Experience the True Joy of Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them in an open world game. They'll come over to the open world game afterwards, but the true joy of Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon, is 100% guarantees that the Legends Arceus system of just simply throwing a Pokeball at a Pokemon and catching it will not work against you. Have to battle it, and you'll be. I'm not sure if it's removed. It could be there, but I think it's mostly removed, and players of any age can enjoy. So I guess still Pokemon has to work upon that. But an open world game is going to be amazing. I would think the best thing I would like is that if everything is open world, I don't want it to be like Sword and Shield. I want it to be like this Sword and Shield DLC, which will be really good. And now there are the three starter Pokemon, that is Prigatito, Fuecoco and Quaxly. And these all three Pokemon, if you look at their designs, I think other than Fuecoco all look good. I mean, Fuecoco looks like a normal like Pokemon started to me, but Quaxley and Prigatito, it just looks like Fakemon. Like I can find any Fakemon game where I can find uh, Prigatito or Quaxley, and Quaxley just looks like a cartoon character. But Fuecoco, it looks like a Totodile in some kind of sense. It's like a Fakemon, but it's not that much, and it looks like a normal Pokemon, and it's okay. But I don't like Sprigatito. It looks like too much like a fox. And this is the first time where we remove the Pokemon Chinese zodiac theory with Fuecoco coming up. And if you have noticed, these all are like names are Spanish, so we are 100% guaranteed that this is going to be in Spain. And there could be some other places of Spain added too, but mostly if you look at the map, it's completely plain, and there's nothing very much given about the Pokemon other than that they have the ability Blaze, Torrent, and Overgrow, and they're like the normal Grass Cat, Fire Croc Pokemon, and Duckling Pokemon. Yeah, they're not even going to tell it's a duckling. Okay, now let's cover up about the characters. This is Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Pokemon Scarlet, you can see that the characters have like an orange striped clothes with an orange tie, while in Pokemon Violet you have like a non-stripped blue, dark violet kind of color, clothes and tie. Now, one thing that's really strange to me is that the Pokemon Scarlet, like, clothes are like more of a white color, I would say, and while Pokemon Violet colors are more like darker in the sense, and it looks really good. They have like some hints of red and yellow too in them, and it looks overall good. Like if you look at those stripes, and it all just looks really good. Other than that, if you look at the shoes, one is black color and the other is a brown color, while the Scarlet cap is of the color blue, while the violet color is of the color, like I'm not sure it, but it might be blue also. And if there could be one change that they could have added is that the flower or whatever it is, they could have like made it one into an like scarlet color and the other as a violet color, but I didn't think they tried to do that. So yeah, and you could see one more thing is that these trainers have Pokeballs in their hands and it's nearby their pockets. So one thing I can say is that this is not like a school adventuring. I think that we are like a normal person going to this and we have Pokemon with them and we are going to explore the region. Like it's like Pokemon Legends Arceus where you're part of the dojo, not dojo, I mean part of that place and you have to work for commanders and stuff. While here you'll be working for a school teacher, and that's then Game Freak is going into that working into category. Like even in Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, you had to work for someone, and they're trying to change it to make work just for the professor to change it into someone else and making it much more creative. Just going along a good path. Now we have to work for a teacher who could be a professor himself, but I think it's going to be much more of a not a professor kind of stuff, because a well-known Pokemon professor would not be teaching children of this age wearing school. So there's nothing much more important about the game right now. It's very new. It's some information we have got is that it's coming to Spain, and there are like a lots of stuff in the trailer which I'm not going to even cover about. So thanks for watching this video everyone. I have lots of video planned, so I hope to see you in those videos. Bye guys.